player, because your vision is our vision.
So to get started, let's take a look at the box it came in. This is for the Dina 2-in-1 system. Now the Telegames box is a little bit different. It has a starburst right over here, but it has the same graphic of the ape flying the spaceship with the two cartridges heading down to the unit itself. It doesn't really state on here that it's compatible with SG 1000 games. It's kind of like a hidden thing, I guess. I don't know. But it's a pretty neat looking box. On the back, it basically gives you how to set up the system. Whereas on the Telegames box, it has a bunch of screenshots of games all around in here. There is a game screenshot on this box. It's right here on the corner. Right there. And it's a tank game. I think it's called Tank Slot. No, it's Tank Slot. That's on the Arcadia. But it's the same game. It's a tank game. So pretty neat little box. It is kind of flimsy. It's very thin cardboard. As you can see, there's been some repairs made to it because it's ripped. So it's very, very flimsy. Let's take a look at the console now. Looking at the console, we have our two cartridge ports here. The upper one labeled A. That's for SG 1000 games. You flop the door open like that. The lower one labeled B. That's for ColecoVision games. Go in there with a little slot here. Whoop. Here's our keypad. It's basically just two rows of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, asterisk, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and pound. Then we have a pause button here to pause games. Then we have our on-off switch right there. Little power LED will come on, let you know that the unit is powered. Now on the back, we have some ports here. We have a power connector port right there. This is a 2-pin connector. I think the Telegames version has the big 5-pin connector. It's like a little DIN cable. Looks like an oversized S-video cable connection is what it looks like a little bit. RF out. We have our two controller ports, 9-pin controller ports. And we have an expansion slot here. Buzz. The ColecoVision expansion module number 1 will not work on this. Matter of fact, neither will the roller controller, the driving controller, the super action controllers, or the original ColecoVision controllers. So keep that in mind. I have no idea what was intended to be used on this expansion slot. If you guys happen to know, put some notes down in this video. Let me know what this was going to be used for on this console, because I couldn't find anything about it. On the bottom, you'll see a little decal here that says, use on channel 13. Yeah, that's right. This is used on channel 13, not channel 3 or channel 4. And I'm not for sure why that is. When I first fired this up, I had it on channel 3, and of course it didn't work. I was like, oh man, is this thing busted? I flipped the thing over, and I was looking around, and I saw, oh look, VHF channel 13. Oh, channel 13. Ah, it's working now. Awesome. One of the bad things about this unit is it does tend to overheat with extended use. So something you may want to do is put this on like a laptop cooling pad or something. It does have vents on the bottom, like a Bally Astrocade did. And here's the vents on the top. So if you get some airflow flowing through this thing, it should stay perfectly fine and just keep on running for you. Now the controllers. The controllers are really neat. They remind me a lot of the Famicom controllers. So here's controller number 1. It says right there, number 1. It's like the Famicom does. And it says joystick, like you didn't really know what it was. Video game. The D-pad is fairly responsive. It's not bad at all. It feels pretty nice, actually. Same with the fire buttons over here. It is a little bit thinner than a regular NES pad. As a matter of fact, if you compare it to an NES pad, you'll see it's just slightly smaller. It's almost the size of the decal that's on the NES pad. It is just slightly thinner too. Not by much, just a little bit thinner. Even though I got some big hands, I have no problem using this controller, so it's pretty nice. Another nice feature, just like the Famicom did, there's little storage slots here on the side that you can snap these controllers into. So you basically just slip it in the side like this, and it locks into place. won't fall out. I like that. That is really cool. Makes it look pretty nice too when you got it sitting on your desktop. Awesome. Well, let's take a look at some of the games on this little bad boy. We'll try out an SG-1000 game, and we'll try out a ColecoVision game on it and see how they play. First up, we're going to try Pack Car for the SG-1000. See how it plays. Now, this game is basically a combination of Pac-Man and Rally X. I'm the green car racing around on the screen right here. I'm trying to collect all these little dots. And once you collect so many dots, you'll see a larger dot get left behind. That's the power-up, just like in Pac-Man. So when I pick up one of those power-up pellets, I can go after the other cars running around the maze. Now, as the game continues on, the maze will change and there'll be more and more cars appearing in the maze. It's actually a really fun game to play. Highly enjoyable. You'll notice that if you try to backtrack, you actually have to go into reverse, which is slower than when you're going forward. That's a nice little twist to the gameplay to separate it from the Pac-Man type clones. Now let's try a ColecoVision game. I'm going to choose Lock and Chase by ColecoVision Games. I love Lock and Chase in the arcade. This is actually a pretty fun game. Controls pretty nice with the D-pad. Oh, that is until I get caught. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. You can't catch me, coppers! Whoa! Ooh, oh. Come on, I'm almost done. Almost done. Get to the exit. Oh. Yes! I did it! There was also a built-in game with the console called Meteoric Shower. Now, this game is basically like a cross between Galaxian and Galaga. It's actually a lot of fun to play. It's got some really good graphics on here. Now, even though the enemies are just one color, they're nicely animated. At least you do have a two-color sprite for your ship, which is really nice. What I really like is you can go up to the middle of the screen, you can shoot both up and shoot down, which adds a lot to the gameplay. And I like the attack patterns that the enemy ships will take. Sometimes they'll come out and they'll orbit each other, or they'll come out and follow each other like a snake, which is pretty awesome. Now, I really like the star field that blinks in the back in all the different colors. It's not a bad game for the ColecoVision. It's actually quite a bit of fun. Surprisingly, I noticed that even though this unit doesn't have any RF shielding on the board, the screen picture is not all that bad for some reason. I do know sometimes you'll get a lot of interference from noise, but for some reason this one is showing a really nice clear picture. There is a composite video mod you can do to these units. That's very, very simple to do. I don't know if I'm going to do it to mine or not, though. Another interesting thing is the splash screen that comes up when you turn the console on with the Coleco game in it. Instead of being 12 seconds you gotta wait, it's only about 8 seconds, so that's kind of nice. Overall, the Dina 2-in-1 is actually a pretty neat little console to mess around with. Some of the unfortunate things about it, though, is if you have games that use the keypad, it's not very conducive to playing those games, such as Mousetrap and some others. Also, if you need a special controller, it's not going to work for you either. But overall, it's still a really cool unit to add to the collection. Thanks for watching.
You are the player. Because your vision is our vision. The player. Sorry.
I played on ColecoVision.
You are the player. You are the player.